Let's look at the way that Microsoft has incorporated some AI into this. Suppose this is your organization as a whole. We program this that when I hover over it, it highlights and says, hey, here's a certain set of data that you have asked for. It's looking and saying, my forecast trended down, 47% decrease between January and November. And it gives me statistics based on what I pre-programmed the AI to look at. But this is my entire organization. If I right-click, I can drill down and break this out to perhaps different entities or different departments, different projects. And if I hover over, for example, New York, the AI analyzes my entire data set, but it ignores everything that is not New York. Way faster than I could get one of my financial analysts to do this. If I switch to Houston, it reruns, it ignores everything that is not Houston. So we're taking advantage of Microsoft's AI to be able to analyze the data and get faster insights into the data set. Let's come up here and look at the gross margin breakdown. Suppose I'm looking at this and I can see in this decomposition tree, I'm starting with my gross margin. Let's blow this out. So I've got my gross margin for my different areas. If I wanted to, I can right click. I can drill through to the actual data to see what makes up those product sales. And as I'm going through, someone maybe in the room says, I don't want to talk about Los Angeles. I want to talk about Chicago. Very easy to simply click. And now we're looking at Chicago. But what if someone asks a question and say, for September of last year, what percentage of gross margin was made up by product sales? I mean, I can see product sales here. I can see my gross margin, but I want more details. This is where Vena Copilot can start to become your financial analyst. Notice I click on the Vena Copilot here, and it says, hey, welcome to Vena Copilot. There's a link back here to our security paper, some instructions on how to use it if you need to, and we'll look at our revenue performance model. So I'm going to type in the question, in US dollars, what percentage of gross margin do product sales make up in September of 2023? Now, I could send an analyst off to do this for me, right? They could pull up their computer and they could start doing analysis and download a bunch of data. But faster really than they could do that, Vena Copilot comes back and says, in September 2023, product sales were 4 million, gross margin was 6, therefore it was 61.43%. And we start to get answers to the question. Notice I can start to train the AI here. Did I like the answer? I can say it was correct or incorrect. I could even download a report or copy that if I want to put that into another document. But maybe I want more detail. I want to break this down by entity. Now I can see it over here on the side of the screen. I can see some numbers, but I want to see all of them in one spot all at once. So I've just asked it by entity, and it knows that the question I've asked here is relevant to the information it's already given me. We'll give it just a moment to calculate that. And now we can see on an entity by entity basis, it's showing me there's Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles, New York, and so on.
Well, sorry to cut you off, Neil, but that's all the time we have. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We have an extended recording on our website. Visit www.gpsupportnorth.com/VenaCopilot. Well, we'll see you there.